Who's that? Mean Joe Greene, 75?
Yeah. Mean Joe Greene, 75. Richard Dent? No, Richard Dent, 95. You're
95.
Right. Why was I thinking of 75?
I don't know. 75, though. I mean, there's a bunch of 75s out there.
Is it?
I think so. I mean,
they're all linemen.
They're probably all tackles, too.
Yeah. I'm trying to practice my Midwest accent. So,
yeah, Joe Greene is the first one that popped up.
Yeah, Vince Wilfork.
Oh, there we go. He's like one of the best.
Yeah, there we go. Yep, Vince Wilfork. There you go.
Episode Vince.
Episode Big Vince.
Vinny.
That works out.
Tattoo Vinny.
Like, subscribe, share at the RTG Podcast on all of the socials at the RTG Podcast on all of the socials. What's up, guys?
The greatest pass rusher to ever live.
Who's that?
Deacon Jones.
There you go. Quarterback sack, the originator.
Yes, sir. The sack master. It wouldn't be a stat called the sack if it wasn't for Deacon Jones.
Comment too,
people. That one.
Comment too, people. We like to hear from you. We like to, interact, converse. It's all healthy.
Yeah. It wouldn't be called a sack if it wasn't for the Deacon.
Yeah, my old man sent me 75, Joe Greene, Deacon Jones, Gino Mercetti, and Howie Long.
Oh, Gino. Big Gino. Colts, baby.
Yes, there's some 75. So I'm thinking offensive tackle. No, man, they're all defense. They're all powerhouses, too.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Legend.
Yes, sir.
That is
the Deacon.
Bad.
The head slap is outlawed because of the Deacon.
Yep.
Wouldn't be called the sack. The Deacon.
Yeah, he looked old for a while, bro.
That way it comes through and knock your helmet off with that slap to the head.
Deacon Jones. American football player. 2013. Jeez, man.
It's been a while.
Yeah, God, I remember seeing him all the top 100s, seeing him on all the
greatest pass rusher ever, man.
Yeah, he was on all the top 10s they'd have for NFL Network. He'd always comment on somebody. All right, yeah, Deacon Jones, 75. Episode 7.
There we go, and we at it, baby. We just finished week 6 of the NFL.
6.
5-1 in one of my fantasies.
Oh, I didn't even talk about my fantasy. I was 0-2 in both of them.
Terrible.
At least it made it a little bit respectable with Allen scoring 3 touchdowns the other night. But even still, man, Etienne, he totally screwed me. I have his sorry ass in 2 leagues.
I was undefeated in my leagues this week. All 4.
I think you had me by like 20 points. I was going into last night, into the Monday night game. I had 70 points in both leagues. Allen got me over 100. Like, he got me where I needed to go. But my team, bro, your boy Pittman was on IR on Friday. Now he's in there catching touchdowns. And I'm like, hold on a second. What? This guy's on IR. Why am I starting Alec Pierce when I have Pittman? I put Pierce in because Pittman was supposed to be out. And I see him catch a touch, and I was like, yo, what the hell is going on? Why is this happening?
If you paid attention, you would have saw that he practiced on Friday.
Yeah,
and he said he was going to fight through it.
Bro, it shot over my head. I did not at all see any updates on him, anything from that. Like, it was the craziest thing. I'm looking, I'm like, hold on a second. He was talking IR like this is...
Well, they're still talking IR. He said he may still go on IR.
He's playing. What is he doing? He's killing me out there.
Yeah, he's saying he still may go on IR.
Man.
It's a strange thing.
What is it? What's the injury?
It's a back injury. He's having back spasms.
Oh yeah, that's the worst, bro.
Yeah.
Well, let me get started here with our recaps. Buffalo Bills victorious 23-20. First half, 20 points. Second half, 3 points. That is not something I will be bragging about, but a win is a win. The field goals missed. Both teams missed field goals. Extra point missed. That was a problem. but victory is victory. Defense looked okay. That quick pass, Rodgers slicing them the slants. That's going to be tough against anybody, let alone a guy like Rodgers. Run game, Buffalo always has trouble with the run game. Breece Hall looked great the other night. I'm glad we won. I was shaky. If we were playing in Buffalo, I would have had more confidence. But we played in Jersey, and I was a bit nervous. The Hail Mary, I mean, I don't understand it. This is like a high percentage pass for Rodgers. It's just that's what it is. But 20 points in the first half, 3 points in the second half. I'm not a fan of that. The win had something to do with it for sure. I've been on the Bills Mafia Facebook page. I've been on some Bills Mafia Twitter stuff. I have a problem with the coach. People are like, bro, we're winning the division right now. We're 4-2. What does that mean to me? It means nothing. Our coaching still is not good. It's that simple. There's no discipline. How can you have a guy, Deion Dawkins, get an unsportsmanlike penalty when they're changing the quarters in a commercial break with no lights on? How can you be so absent-minded to get it unsportsmanlike when no one's paying attention? I don't know, man. I'm glad Buffalo won, but I'm not sitting there thinking, oh, yeah, we're 4-2. It's a suspect 4-2. It's a Miami Dolphins last season 4-2, beating up the under 500 teams, losing to the above 500 teams. I don't want to be a Miami Dolphins fan. I don't want it. Buffalo needs to get it together. I'm happy we're 4-2. Another weak opponent coming up, the Titans. We should destroy the Titans. It shouldn't even be close. It should be an easy victory, but Buffalo finds a way to do some odd things at times. And I'm confident, but I'm not like, yeah, we're going to go out there and crush the Titans. I do think it's at Buffalo, right? I can't get the score to come up for this coming week.
Sure.
There we go, week 6.
But you guys just traded for Amari Cooper, so you got your number
I'm not
one
worried about
guy now.
I'm not in that time for that guy.
Finally got a number one receiver again.
At Buffalo, 4-2 against a 1-4 Titans. Buffalo should win this game. So rounding it up, 4-2. Happy we're leading the division, but we beat up bad teams, losing to the good teams. Got to get that figured out before it matters, which is in the playoffs. That is my Buffalo Bills look back and look forward. We'll see how it goes next week. Okay. Who's up? Felix.
You guys, I'm going to just say this. That was my pick of the week. And that Jet kicker, they should have left him there on the field.
Him and Tyler Bass both, bro. They missed field goals and missed extra points. It was crazy.
They should have just left that guy there. He blew my bet.
It was windy, but I mean, I don't know if it's that windy or not. But these dudes, they're going out. The one he had like this and then just shut out.
I even missed the over. I had the Jets scoring over 20.5. He missed 2 field goals while they were stuck on 20.
I have Buffalo 20.5, and this guy missed an extra point. They score again. They don't go for 2. Then I got to wait to the middle to the end of the fourth quarter to get a measly field goal. Bro, I was going to denounce my Bills fandom that if they couldn't get half a point in the next half of a game, I was ready to lose my mind. Colts, Titans.
Colts, victory.
What do you got for us?
It was a victory. It was the battle of the mids, and we won the mid off.
The mid off. I like it.
I have my offense with Joe Flacco is the most uninteresting offense imaginable. We have no running game. It's just he threw an interception. I don't know what he was looking at. He overthrew Alec Pierce on a touchdown. He overthrew Austin Doolin on a touchdown. Gramps was out there he wanted to just not listen. It was a strange game because the whole time I'm yelling at the TV about the defense. And then when I look up and I'm like, we only gave up 17 points. I wish my offense would score a little more. But, hey, man, listen, man, it ain't always going to be pretty. We got the dub, and it's a division win, and we left Nashville with a division. That's 3 straight against those clowns in Nashville. Those clowns with Mayo Boy out here Mayo Boy is the worst quarterback in the NFL. I can pick backups that are better than Mayo Boy.
You spit on him?
He's horrible. He might be out of the league soon. He's that bad.
16 for 27, 95, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
And I was watching Mike Lombardi yesterday. That boy said, "How does he have a commercial? Don't you got to do something to get commercials?" How does he? I don't care. He puts mayo in his coffee. Why does he have a mayonnaise commercial? He should. Don't you have to do something to get a commercial?
Yeah, he made a tape, I think, right? Didn't he make a little tape?
No, he just puts mayo in his coffee. So he got a mayonnaise endorsement, apparently. He's horrible. Horrible. The whole game, if you watch the game, the whole game plan was, let's play call around him, and so he doesn't throw the interception, and he still threw an interception. So he's bad. He's bad.
Like I said, man, a win is a win.
Yeah, win is a win, man. We out of there. On to the next one. We got Miami this week. I'll be there in Indy. Let's go, man. We're going to see if we can cover Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle this week.
Well, who is it, Rob, put in the chat? The top 2 corners in the top 12 of the league that they have. I mean, you got some shining stars on defense, man. Now, is it shutting out Waddle and Tyreek? It's a different story, but their quarterback may do that for them, or their coaching anyway.
Good point.
Hey, I'm hoping South Beach I'm hoping the South Beach DJ show up to Indy with the records he played last week.
They was on a bye.
No, I'm talking about they lost to Tennessee. Show up with those records for me, please.
So you're feeling confident Miami going to Indianapolis?
No, I'm not confident at all. Listen, my team is 3-3.
Mm-hmm.
Every single game has been decided by 6 points or less. Our point differential is 0.
Wow.
We've allowed the same amount of points that we've scored.
I mean, you can't have that and be 3-3. Like, that's perfect. You can't ask for a better symmetry.
So there's no confidence there. I have no clue which team is showing up that week. It could be the team.
Back. Taylor comes back.
Who knows? Richardson was supposed to come back last week, and they said he wasn't 100%. And they let Gramps start at quarterback.
So he has more touchdowns this season than your boy does.
Who?
Flacco versus.
I don't care. I don't care. Richardson
care about touchdowns.
No, Richardson scores touchdowns from different ways. I don't care. Touchdowns count the same to me. If he has.
I'll find the stat.
6 passing touchdowns and he has another 3 or 4 rushing touchdowns, I don't care. They all count the same.
Technically, not really.
Yeah, they do. They all count the same. They're all 6 points. I don't care where they come from. They're all 6 points.
One might be easier to achieve.
When's Taylor coming back?
Who knows? Every time you talk to this guy, it's like talking to a senator. He's got more loopholes in his answers than one of these guys running for president. Like, you ask the dude, like, are you coming back this week? He said, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. It's coming around. It's coming. Maybe next. I'm feeling better. And, who knows? And, bro, answer the question. Are you playing this week, dog? Because if I see Trey Sermon get another carry.
Yo, yeah, he's looking rough out there.
Like, if I see him get one more carry, I'm going to pull my hair out. Goodson should be starting. If Taylor's there, not there, Goodson should be starting. Trey Sermon should not be starting on an NFL team. Dude runs like a 4.8 40. He has no agility. Like, I have no clue what they see in him. I understand he was in Philly with Steichen, but gee, come on, dude.
All right.
He's bad. I think he averages like 2 point something.
He's killing my fantasy team, I can tell you that.
Oh,
Rob,
I dropped him in all my leagues.
How was 49ers versus the Seahawks?
That was a good game. That was a real good game. We bounced back. Played good. I'd give it a B minus. I'm not really liking the gunslinger Purdy approach. It seems like we're starting to. I understand he trusts him and he wants to give him more rings, but I don't think he's quite there yet to quote unquote march down, drives and just be that gunslinger quarterback. I mean,
I
he was.
gotcha.
The numbers show he was good. He had two or three tutties, but 18 for 28. I kind of want the percentage to be a little higher. We ran the ball very effectively. We had highest total since 2017. We, ran up 228 yards.
Damn.
So unless the system works, we just keep plugging them in. One goes down, put another one in.
Ain't that the truth, bro?
Debo was a little effective. I would like to see him get a little more involved. We got to get Ayuk. We just paid the man. I want to see Ayuk get more involved. I don't know what's going on there. Defensively, I'm harder than most. I miss solid, DeMarco era with our defense. I'm trying to give the new guy a chance. There's a couple things I like he does, but again, that secondary is always going to be the death for me, in my opinion. I don't trust the secondary. They play good sometimes, but we give up too many big plays, in my opinion. But overall, it was a good game. We got a Kansas City up next at home. See what we could do.
At home is a good one. At home gives you a chance, I think.
Gives us a chance. I mean, I think we might
Super Bowl rematch.
I think we're gonna be all right. I
think so
we're
too.
gonna be all right. I think we're coming along. Again, my season prediction, we was gonna go. I said 11-5, 10-6, or 10-7. 17 games now. So, we're right there. We're right there. We can just get healthy. That's the main thing. Ricky practiced Monday, so his
That's
21
awesome
days
to see,
starts
bro.
now. So I would like to see that young fella because again, he was our first round draft pick. He comes with some high praise as far as his talent. I think he would be an excellent addition to the receiving core and everything like that. Because we could probably use him in some Debo-ish ways. I believe he has that talent, in my opinion. And so we'll see.
White 50 Cent.
This guy. But overall, solid game, solid win.
All right.
Marching
and then you
out
got
3-3.
3-3. All right, so that's our game, our team's recap, our team looking forward to, our previews and reviews of our teams, the 49ers, the Buffalo Bills, the Indianapolis Colts. Up next, as we continue our show opening, the Respect the Game Players of the Week. Respect the Game Players of the Week, Week 6. I'm gonna go here and give mine to, let me pull up a stat really quickly here. Is Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin is my Respect the Game Player of the Week. Where's he at here? 11 for 125, along a 55, 2 touchdowns. 11 for 125, along a 55, 2 touchdowns. Chris Godwin, Respect the Game Player of the Week.
Respect that man.
Felix, who you got?
They should trade that boy right now. His stock is never going to be higher.
Yep.
My Respect the Game Player of the Week. Hey, man, the 2-time MVP right now. If the betting favorite to win a third, he's showing out, man. Each and every week, man. LJ went over there, the Battle of the Beltway, 20 for 26, 323 and a tud. Passer rating of 114. He's slicing and dicing right now. He put in another 40 yards on the ground. Like he's the best player in the league, man. They just need to it's gonna get to the point where I'm gonna just tell you guys right now. Remember when LeBron was winning MVPs and they just like, look, man, we gotta give it to somebody else because we can give it to him every year. That's how it's gonna be with Lamar soon. It's gonna be like, yo, we can give him the MVP every year. He's the best player in the league, and they're gonna try to give it to somebody else. Because right now he looked like he on the way to a third. He's my respect the game player of the week.
Nice. Rob, who you got, Rob?
My respect the bet player of the week goes to the Rook, Caleb Williams. He has turned it on. I think he's finally getting his stride, his groove. He was 23 for 29, 230 yards, 4 tutties. And he was throwing the ball real good. Finally got connected with Keenan Allen through the commit. But I think this was his best game put together overall. I mean, he looked good. He looked fluent. He looked comfortable. He looks like the hype that has been surrounded around him going into it, the season. So I like what I'm seeing out of him. He's growing, and he's doing his thing. I can't say nothing bad about him. He's looking the part, fingernails and all. He's doing what he's doing.
He has the best record
of a rookie, right?
Of a first round pick through 6 games.
Yeah, he has the most wins too, I believe.
Yeah, he's looking
I'm
good.
saying he has the best record through 6 games. He's 4-2.
Respect the game player of the week. Respect the game players of the week. Lamar Jackson, Chris Godwin, Caleb Williams. Respect the game player of the week. To round out our opening segment, let me get to our new thing here. Can we see this? This is small. I'm see if I can zoom in on this. Probably cannot. If not, we'll fix it later. All right. So, respect the bet. Respect the bet. I'm up first. This is my bet right here. Respect the bet. The Detroit Lions at the Minnesota Vikings. The respect the bet lock of the week. I'm taking the Lions plus 2.5. I should go money line. I want to go money line. At the Vikings is giving me a little bit of a pause, so I'm taking the Lions plus 2.5. I think this is going to be a good game, but my lock of the week, Lions plus 2.5. Up next, Felix. What do you got, buddy?
Miami Hurricanes minus 4.5. Lock it up. That's the bet of the week.
Miami,
I'm telling you guys.
The Hurricanes minus 4.5 at Louisville.
Yep, it's there. That's a lock of the week. I'll be there. So if we don't get enough, if we're not winning by 4.5, I can run on the field and try to make something happen.
We got that. See, there you go. Dedication to the cause, bro. I like it.
Yeah. So bet your house on it.
I would say bet your cap.
All right, Rob.
Bet the house.
The bet. Respect the bet.
Going back to the Lions and the Vikings. This is not what everybody thinks it's going to be. I know you guys are looking for a shootout. You got Sam Darnold with his arm and firing those cylinders. You got Jeff Goff and the boys. But guess what, people? Guess what? You got the top, 5, 10 defenses going against each other?
Yeah.
You know what happens. You know what happens when they put those together. Respect the bet, man. We're taking the under. We're taking the under. It's not going to be a shootout. It's going to be a defensive game. Lock it up. Respect
the bet. Under 50. We got 50.5. It's changed to 50. We're still taking the under 50. Respect the
under
bet.
50. Ain't going to happen.
Could have used that hook, though. 50.5.
We'll see how it tees off in the end of the
season. The hook is better than that's better than the 50 if you're going under.
Let's hit the NFL weekend. We'll stick with this game. This team, the Lions. I saw when it happened, Hutchinson's leg. I texted a group. His leg is flopping around like under his knee, above his ankle. I saw it when it happened. I was like, kind of one of these, like, what the hell is that? And they played it again, which made, obviously, they didn't know what they were showing. And I saw it again. I was like, yo, this guy's leg is done. And then all of a sudden you hear the gruesome this, the gruesome that. I saw it when it happened. It caught me off guard. And the way they were talking, yeah, he's injured. Even my old man was like, hey, Hutchinson's hurt. I'm like, did you not see what happened? His leg bent by his shin bone area, wrapped around someone else's leg.
Yeah.
That was tough to see, bro. That was something else.
I feel bad for the kid.
That's
man.
tough, man. I don't think he'll be the same.
But no, we were talking about in the group chat a 2-year recovery. I'm looking at a 2-year recovery being 1 year because early in the season to get the bones right, the pins, the plates, whatever they put in there, and then a second year to get your mind right. Like I remember that happened when Tannehill was down here. He busted his knee, his left leg leading into his passes. He put no weight into it that first year back because he was nervous putting his leg out there getting hit. I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure Hutchinson's a tough mental makeup guy. But my guess would be you got to have some sort of thought in the back of your head, like, dude, they whipped my leg around someone else's leg, and it did one of these. That's got to mess with your mind.
They said it was similar to Dak's injury, so.
But
Dak
you remember Dak, he lifted his leg up and his foot just kind of did that?
Yeah, but Dak's was the ankle.
Yeah, this is like tibia, bro. Fibia, the whole deal.
It's like one of the biggest bones in the body.
Alex Smith.
Oh, that was tough too.
I mean, I guess the plus side is, he's 24, so
yeah,
he got youth on his side, and hopefully he got a little Wolverine blood in him and speedy recovery, and then he goes from there. But they're all saying the timetable is about 6 to 8 months right now, just for him to get the bone healed. But then you gotta start from scratch again like a baby, learn how to walk with it. Move around, feel the confidence.
Yeah, he's gonna have a rod in there.
He has to, right? That's shattered, dude. Like that looked like a wet paper towel. It was bad, dude.
No more bone there. Can't put that back together.
Yeah, then
he won't even be able to walk through the airport
for the Super Bowl or some shit they were talking about. We saw someone tweeted that out. That had been one of those joke accounts. There's no way you can come back from that by the end of this football season.
No way.
No chance.
Yeah, you're right. There's got to be a rod. Something's got to be in there. That bone is shattered. But if he was a horse, they put him down. That leg looked bad, bro. It looked nasty.
Yeah. It'll be a while.
Yeah.
So
it'll be a while.
That's if he doesn't have no setbacks, no infections, no complications.
Yeah, you mentioned Alex Smith. He ended up with a staph infection. They almost had to amputate his leg.
Yep.
All sorts of wild things can go down for these guys.
Yep. So we hoping you get back healthy, buddy, man.
Yeah, we're rooting for you for sure. Going back to let me find the season here. Where's it at? Let me see. Trying to get the statistics. Trying to get down with the stylistics, makeup to breakup. So listen, let me ask you this. Abomatomically. That's who? That's
mockery and fuckery and hypotheses.
You know who that is?
Well, I never listened to Wu-Tang growing up, bro. He's pretty good though. Respect the Deck. The first Wu-Tang song I listened to had You God in, and I was like, yo, I can't. These dudes are not good. And then once I got past You God and heard everybody else, like, all right, I might have jumped the gun on this decision making because this dude's horrible. The rest
it's one of the best verses ever. That Inspector Deck verse, lyrically perform armed robbery, flee with the lottery. Possibly they spotted me. Come on, that's Inspector Deck is crazy. No,
that's good stuff there. So let me ask you this, your boy. Him being the only run game they had for a while doesn't do it for me. My quarterback should not be running. I don't see him as a quarterback. The guy I would never draft on my team. Secondly, or additionally, does adding Derrick Henry make a legit crap? This run game is serious now, so we have to kind of really, really respect the run, which is why I think as of right now, Jackson's having his best passing season so far of his career, because not only are they got to worry about him, but they're off just a little bit. He RPOs it, he gets it to Henry, and you're screwed. They have to put so much emphasis on that run that legitimately Jackson's just standing back there waiting for someone to hit a curl in, a zone read, and just dumps it in. These guys have nobody around them. How important is the run game to his passing success?
I think it's very important because he plays out of the pistol most of the time, so
Yeah.
it gives the defense, so it gives him more options to operate. Sort of like putting LeBron at the top of the key and just letting them dissect the defense, see where the double team's coming from and whatnot.
I mean,
That's how I
I
look
mean
at it.
that it freezes the defense, man.
yeah.
They have no clue especially if you're in an RPO game, like you have no clue if he gonna give it, pull it back, or is he gonna take it? Is he
Yep.
gonna throw it? Like it freezes the defense.
He's 67%, 118 of 176, just over 1,500 yards, 10 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He's a fumbler. He's not an interception guy. He takes care of the ball in the air. He's already got 6 lost fumbles this season. It looks like that can't be right. 6 lost fumbles.
I don't think
That'll be a lot. I don't know if that's sick. That's a lot.
Maybe
it shows
6
passing,
fumbles.
It shows passing, 4 fumbles, 3 lost. Then under rushing, it shows 4 fumbles, 3 lost.
That's a typo.
Yeah, he's probably only lost 3 fumbles.
All right, that makes more sense. He doesn't really
I
throw
think
interceptions.
Levis leads the league in turnovers, and he.
All right, that makes more sense then.
Yeah,
and Zay Flowers is playing good, man.
Flowers 33 receptions, 400 yards, 1 touchdown, but he's averaging almost 67 a game. And again, Henry, he's got 119 rushes, 704 yards, 117 per game, averaging 6 a carry, 8 touchdowns. I mean, the run game sets up the pass, but this is not your everyday run game. You have 2 legit threats coming out of the backfield at the same time, almost every time. All he has to do is just stand there, and these guys are open. They're open easily down the field.
Mm-hmm.
Henry's on pace for 2,000.
Yeah, bro. I hope he gets that. Would be incredible to see. I put something out on our Instagram at the RTG podcast. The Super Bowl 59, the Baltimore Ravens versus the Detroit Lions. Is it possible? Are you excited about that? Baltimore Ravens, Detroit Lions. Is it possible? Would you be excited about it?
Listen, before the season started, I picked Baltimore and San Fran. So
okay,
that's what I still think it is.
Each week we'll put something else new out based on the 2. I put it out based on the 2 best teams for that weekend. Detroit beat the hell out of the Cowboys. We'll get to that in a second. And the Ravens did very good against a team that a lot of people are taking seriously, the Commanders. They looked crisp. They were good. So I took those 2 teams, potential Super Bowl. I'd be excited to see it. I would love to see Jackson in there. I would love to see Derrick Henry finally get one.
Baltimore has a better chance of going than San Fran.
Yeah, listen, bro. They right now in the AFC, Kansas City's 5-0. I don't know. I'm like to me, they've got so much other shit going on. The refs, if you don't think the refs help the Kansas City Chiefs, you don't watch football. But to me, the Ravens look like the best team in the AFC. I don't even think it's a close second.
Nah,
it took a couple weeks to get them figured out how they were going to operate. They seem to have figured it out 4 straight now. That's a team, bro, I would not want to see when you get into the playoffs, providing the run game sticks and Jackson can still pass like this. That's the key to me, is his ability to pass the ball when they got to pass the ball. Right now, he's looking fantastic out there.
I think they would be more dangerous if they have to go in like as a 4th seed or something. Like if they got to go and play the wild card round all the way through, I think they'll be a nightmare. But if they get like maybe the 1st or 2nd seed again,
why do you say that? Because I have the same thought for Buffalo, but why do you say that?
Because I think they'll be on a run and a flow where it'll just progress, and then I think, in my opinion,
momentum-wise,
and I think as we always say in sports, it's the pressure is a lot less when you are the hunter than the huntee.
I gotcha. That makes sense.
So right now, like you're saying, people are looking at them as the best team, but record-wise, it's not showing. So at the end of the season, if the record still shows what it shows, where they didn't win the division, they're the 4th seed, I think that will be more dangerous than if they, all right, boom, they done turned it on, they finished the season 13-3, they're the 1st seed again, all that stupid. So same thing with us. Like I think if we get in at a lower seed and then have to just keep running, I think we'll be more dangerous like that. But
see, I say that
as
with
a
Buffalo.
higher seed,
I say that with Buffalo because Buffalo plays outdoors. They're building a new stadium outdoors. The weather is, home. Buffalo's a pass first team, a quick running team, like a quick strike team in the snow that doesn't work. So I'm never happy when Buffalo's 1st seed, 2nd seed, 3rd seed. I'd rather them be on the road going to, all the teams that are good play outdoors, but let's say, the Ravens play outdoors, the Chiefs play outdoors. Let's get the Chargers doing well and play in that stadium. Let's get the Colts doing well, the Houston Texans doing well, play indoors. I would love for that. If they win, they're up there with KC, Cincinnati, which probably is not doing anything this year, Baltimore, the outside teams in the cold weather, and then Buffalo and blizzards and stuff. Their only chance to do well there is a blizzard blowing out Buffalo and having to go to Detroit and playing indoors. Why Buffalo is building another outdoor stadium, I don't get it. And please, people, don't tell me, the home field advantage. There's no advantage when you're playing in a blizzard and can't see anybody in front of you, especially if you're a pass-first offense. So please save that. That makes no sense to me.
It's advantage. Home field advantage.
Not even a little bit. It's ridiculous.
Nah.
But right now, for me, I don't see anybody close to the Ravens. I'm curious to see what Houston would look like. They're beating up the bad teams, but they had a little bit of a run-in with an undefeated team, the Minnesota Vikings. But Houston is still looking good. Mixon comes back. They roll New England. How Drake May look? What are your thoughts?
He looked pretty good. He looked all right for his first debut. And I'll let Felix take it over, but, we're still from the era of to beat a man, you got to beat the man. So all that sounds good, but until somebody dethrones Kansas City, the road still goes through them. As far as, what you were saying earlier. But the floor is yours, Felix. Go ahead, take over.
Drake May, 20 for 33, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. He had 5 rushes for 38.
I think the picks were tips.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They didn't show much of the game there, but, he had Demario Douglas looking like a stud out there. Yeah, a lot of points, but Mixon, he came back 100 yards. Stroud, 20 of 31, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. But you say Drake May, they say coming out was the rawest, most unpolished quarterback.
He's the youngest quarterback in the league now. He took over AR's throne. He's the youngest starter in the league.
So you had what? You had May this week, Rattler this week.
I think all the rookies played good this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone stand out to you?
Caleb. Caleb.
It definitely helps playing against Jacksonville.
Caleb looked good. Jaden Daniels looked good.
Rattler looked good. He didn't play too bad. I think towards the end, he started getting a little messy and all that. But I think he played a good, solid 2.5 quarters.
I think all the rookies played pretty good. I think Bo Nix played pretty good. He had a couple scrambles, plays.
What's going on? You watch Bo Nix more in college. What is it with him not wanting to pass the ball for touchdowns? Like, is he a run first guy? I'm watching week after week, and he's got no touchdowns. I think he may have gotten one. They called it back, I believe, this past weekend. But you were a big proponent. He's going to be the guy. Like, he fits at offense good, and that's he's moving the ball. They were above 500. I think now they might be 3-3. But what is it? Is it Peyton's offense that's too complex? What is it that he has no passing ability right now?
Well, his receiving core is not that good, and I don't think they're throwing the ball down the field that much.
Their run game sucks.
I
The
think it's
run
a
game is
lot of.
bad, dude.
I think it's a lot of safe throws and a lot of dinks and dunks here and there.
Okay.
I don't think he's throwing the ball down the field because he really don't have no receivers.
You know, I got a question for you, Felix. Why do a lot of coaches do that with rookie quarterbacks? Like when they start them off, why do they start them off? Because I remember before those used to be okay, get them a tight end, get them a run game as a safety net. But now it's a lot of what you just said, dink and dunks. How does that develop them, or how does that instill confidence to develop their game? Because to me, it looks like it hinders some of them because then that's what they're just looking for. They're not going there to their progressions. They're just, oh, okay, cool, boom,
A lot of these guys
boom.
ain't ready to play, so the coach has to manage.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
coach
because
has
you
to
look
manage
at
the mistakes
Stroud comes out, balls
because
out
then
last season.
you look like so. Bo Nix is playing. He's dinking and dunking and all over the field. Sean Payton is, managing him.
Mm-hmm.
And then people are saying, oh, look at the completion percentage and look at the this and the look at the that. It's
Right.
good. But then you have a player like Anthony Richardson where he leads the league in pass attempts and yards per pass attempt.
Mm-hmm.
But he's thrown a couple picks and you got people bashing him. So, you know what I'm saying? That's where you lie. It depends on what the coach is trying to do. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah.
So the coach in Indy, Steichen, he's telling Anthony Richardson, look, I'm not holding nothing back. I'm giving you the whole playbook. I'm giving you everything. Go out there and play. And if you make mistakes, you make mistakes.
Right.
And you got some coaches that's like, nah, I'm a manufacture these guys completion percentage and like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But so that's what I'm saying. So that's
Like Jaden
so
Daniels out here completing like 80% of his passes or whatever. But
mm-hmm.
he's only had a couple deep throws the whole season.
Yeah.
Right. So in your opinion, does that hinder the development in the long run, or does it
Nah. The
build
thing, as
confidence?
long as you got a plan, I don't
Mm-hmm.
have a problem with whatever you do. As long as you got a plan.
Okay.
Some coaches don't have a plan. You know what I'm saying? So if your plan is to get this guy's confidence up and manage him and complete it the first year, and you want him to instill that confidence, then that's your plan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got you.
You got to
I
have a
kind of,
plan.
yeah, because you want to go out, you want to bring your guy along slowly because you want him to get quick dump off so he's not behind a bad line getting crushed. You want him to build confidence. Like I said, numbers, he's a 70%, but he's not throwing the ball more than 5 yards down the field each time. But you tell the guy, bro, you're doing good. You got 70% completion percentage. You're looking great. Some guys build into that and they'll slowly get going. Then you got guys that, like Felix is saying, he's coming out with Richardson. You had Eli all those years ago. Here's the playbook. Here's everything. Balls to the wall, go. And Eli ended up being exactly the same touchdowns for interceptions. He had horrible ball control. He was not really brought along to kind of slowly develop. It was, okay, you did great on this Wonderlic test. Here's the playbook, go. Where people would talk about Big Ben. He's not blowing the doors off the barn and none of this stuff. He's 5 yard here, 10 yard out. But as Ben went on, he was bombs away and won again. So like Felix says, you have a plan for it. Are you going to stick to your plan? Do you have enough time to stick to your plan? Is your guy going to follow your plan? Bo Nix is following the plan. He's not breaking out, doing his own thing. All right, guys, play breakdown, go deep. I'm going to chuck it up. He's following the plan. So I think you also got have to have a guy willing to be coached as opposed to just, I think it goes both ways. Good coaches have good players who can be coached.
Yeah. Because
But the league is weird
Darnold.
like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Bruce Arians, his whole thing was no risk it, no biscuit. You know what I'm saying? Like go out there, gun it, throw it. I don't care.
Yeah.
And then you get, Jameis Winston goes out there. He throws for 5,000 yards, 30 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And then he threw 30 picks. And now he can't get another shot in the league. Nobody wants to give him another shot. He should be starting right now. in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
because I
for
look
sure,
at
bro.
I
For
look at
sure.
Sam Darnold and Baker's maturation and their their career, where Baker he gets thrust to a club and they make him like gunsling. The system and everything personnel is not adequate to his talents or his strengths. Stumbles. Now he's in a good situation where everything around him is much better, and now you see him thriving. Same thing with Sam Darnold. He goes to a situation where I guess they tried the dink and dunk or whatever, and then you see his career, and now he's back on the trajectory. And then on the flip side, you see like a Zach Wilson, where they just threw him to the fire, and you're not like you don't know because maybe if you'd have took the time, like you said, I guess like Lou said, if you have a plan, it could guide them better. So that's
Yep.
why I was trying to figure out: does it hurt or does it progress?
When Sam Darnold came into the league, he was like 20 years old, and he went to a team that had no plan, no direction, no nothing. He didn't have an offensive coach. Their offense was terrible. He was playing for a defensive coach. So it didn't have a plan for him.
Mm-hmm.
Got to have a plan.
Look at Mayfield, 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Yeah, 3 this
This
past
is the most
weekend.
consistent. This is the most consistent he's been in his entire career.
He's but see, I'm with you with that. But I'll say to Felix's point before about Darnold, Baker's always been on bad teams too. He's reckless as hell, but he's got Godwin. He's got Mike Evans. Bro, what's going on back there? You guys got trains going by?
Yeah.
What the hell is
Tell
that?
them we got a podcast, bro.
I guess that is a train.
Yeah, but Baker, he's got guys reining him in. We say that with Rob, you're sideways. We're saying that with Darnold. He finally has a coach who knows how to get to him. Darnold's having the best season of his career. 11 TDs, 4 picks, 1,100 yards. He's looking good out there.
He was efficient.
So, Devontae Adams going back to Aaron Rodgers with the Jets. Are we, oh my God, look at this. Is it not a big deal? What do we think?
I think it's pretty awesome. I'm not even
going to
lie.
Making the same mistake. It's like you go back to the person that cheated on you. You're just taking them back. Okay. Because when Aaron Rodgers retires next year or something, then what? He's back in Raiders again.
I think Aaron Rodgers might come back next year just because
I hope so.
Devontae's there.
If not, he's back in the same situation that he just left.
But that's gonna be nice. I think it's gonna be good. You got Devontae on one side, Garrett Wilson on the other side, with Lazard in the
run game.
I think it's gonna be all right.
Amari Cooper going to Buffalo. I saw that today. I think it's a good move. Someone said today, I saw it online. It was Buffalo keeps going after these Coleman type guys, these possession receivers, no burners. They need some speed. They need someone over the
Amari's
top.
A burner.
But Amari Cooper is a good pickup. He's a good player. Was he?
Amari's a burner.
Yeah, he's a burner.
Yeah, he's older now, though, bro.
He was leading
Amari's
the league.
A burner. Amari might be the best route runner in the league.
Yeah, I'll take it. We need someone. We need someone to help free up some of these guys.
That dude woke up this morning and Deshaun Watson was his quarterback, and now he get to go play with Mr. Fullback. I know he's jumping for joy.
Hell yeah, bro. He's going to end up with probably 10 touchdowns by the end of the season. And it's only going to help the other guys get – you're going to have to get the number one guys that got to go to Cooper.
Hey, I was just about to release him in my fantasy. I had to cancel that order.
Bro, Liam's got Devontae Adams and Cooper and Amari Cooper on his fantasy team. Looking to trade both of them in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Now he's like, I'm not trading anybody. Both my guys got upgraded today.
He got powered up.
Oh yeah, bro. He's super happy with that. So
That's
the Steelers, your boy, for that 5-1 now, Pittsburgh Steelers, 32 points.
And they're going to make a quarterback change. And they're making a quarterback change.
I'm trying to get to it. It scrolled by real fast. I couldn't see. Yeah, 4-2.
They're going to change that shit right back.
You can't play Russell
I give
Wilson,
it.
can you?
I give it 2 weeks. They're gonna change it right
They
back.
say he's taking all the first reps this week. He might start Sunday.
I saw
get
him
it.
in there. They're saying he's getting some first teams in practice. Listen, he's not lighting up the scoreboard Fields, but the team is winning. Like, they're moving the ball. They're doing what needs to be done to win a football game.
I agree.
I don't think it'd be a good idea putting in Russell Wilson. I don't think so.
I agree. This is the one time that I will agree with that.
Yeah,
You can't do it, bro.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Your team's rolling with the guy. They're 4-2. You know, I don't get it. But trust me, if they get the Russell Wilson that I seen last year, they're gonna be right back.
Yeah,
they're gonna be back.
He's got 5 touchdown passes. Listen, I can say he's not lighting up the scoreboard, but 5 TDs, 1 interception. He's contributing with his legs. So. Yeah, like the team is winning. Like, they're winning games.
Yep.
I just don't see how you could switch that up. I don't see it.
Crazy.
He has 5 rushing touchdowns, 5 passing touchdowns this season, it looks like. I don't see any fumbles lost, 1 interception. I mean, he's taking care of the ball. And again, the team is winning. I don't understand why you would want to throw a wrench in a winning team's chemistry and what they're doing. Like, I don't get it.
I don't get it. But I got Fields in some fantasy teams. I'll go ahead and just keep a hold of him for now. Because they'll be back. He'll be back in like 2 weeks.
So who's the worst team in the NFL? Is it the Panthers? Is it the Giants? Is it the Browns?
No, the Giants has actually been playing good.
They have been playing well. The Giants have
been playing good, man. And if you look at their losses, I don't think they've lost by much.
Who's that? Who are we talking about? Good. Jacksonville?
No, hell no. They suck. The Giants.
Yeah, Carolina plays tough though.
Yeah. No, the Giants have been coming along. I think they found his little stud running back with this Tracy Jr. guy. He's all over the place. Neighbors is doing good until he got his head issue.
I think the injury with Neighbors has helped the receiving core because now when he comes back, if Daniel Jones doesn't regress, so to speak, or the coordinator, Dayball, whoever's in charge of that whole thing, you got 3 receivers.
Yeah, they got a team.
You know? You got Neighbors, you got Slayton, and you got Lil Robinson. They got a nice little trio.
You're 100% right. You know? It's on Jones not to do the dumb thing and screw it up. But was there something the other night with, like, they didn't have a kicker or something like that, or they needed a kicker because they were in positions to get field goals and they were just unable to do it because they don't have trust in a kicker or have a kicker?
Yeah, trust me. I booted him this morning off my fantasy.
It's tough, man. Like, last night, he had 1 interception. I still don't understand how an NFL quarterback. Now, this is at least the second time this season Daniel Jones has not thrown a touchdown pass. Maybe Fields hasn't. I don't know. He's got a 0 this past week, but his team is winning, so you can't be mad at that.
He's not.
But Jones,
I think they keep trying to make him a drop back quarterback. I think, and they just need to get back to 2 years ago game plan, which made them want to choose him over Barkley. Just get back to that. Bless you. Design throws off of bootlegs, play action, rollouts. You know, not this. You know, drop back 5-step, 7-step, and just think you could just sling it. You know, he's not there. For some reason, it don't click. So get him on rollouts. Get him on bootlegs, you know, and just play it like that and let him make his little passes off of that. But when they want him to drop back and start scanning and reading, it don't work. Not everybody.
AJ Brown coming back, is that a big deal? Because I personally, AJ Brown, is that
didn't he come back last week?
I don't think so. If they did, he didn't do anything because he was all over stat machine this week.
I'm pretty sure he played last week.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know.
He had a good comeback. Him, Ingram.
That's what I'm saying. Him coming back is that like they won. What did he put up? He had a couple touchdowns or 1 touchdown.
1. I mean, what do you asking? Does that make the Eagles formidable or something like that?
6 for 119. Yeah, I'm off the bandwagon for the Eagles. I think.
Yeah, it doesn't
I don't think they're going to do much.
It does something for him, but it'll do nothing for the Eagles. The Eagles they don't make it.
Sirianni's a wild boy.
Yeah.
They're what? They're 4-2 right now.
Heck no, they're like 3-3.
3-2.
They have Sirianni out there
great.
arguing with the fans. He didn't cut his hair off. That way looked like his wife cut all his hair off. It ain't even a good haircut
going on there.
He's not taking no accountability for it either.
Yeah, that boy brought the kids to the press conference. Like, yeah, y'all ain't finna ask me no hard questions. I got my kids here.
I got my babies with me.
Is the NFC North the best division in the NFL? Green Bay 4-2, Chicago 4-2, Detroit 4-1, Minnesota 5-0.
Definitely.
Yeah,
all those teams are.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be. Yeah,
they're way above 500.
Yeah, there's no other 4 teams that are like solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no.
Did we call that going into this season, or was it? I think that's when we talked about it.
No, we said it was going to be competitive. Yeah, we said it was going to be competitive. Yeah. The only ifs in that division was Minnesota and Chicago, in a sense, because he didn't.
Yeah, rookie quarterback and
rookie
Darnold
quarterback,
history.
and then But I mean, their talent was there on every team. So yeah, that North they handling their business.
Mm-hmm.
Is Dallas going to finish under 500 this year?
No, they're going to still win a division.
No,
yeah,
no, they're not. No,
you got Washington and
think
Philly.
Commanders is going to win?
I don't know. That they look serious. They've got it on all 3 phases of the field. I think special teams. Even
Dallas ain't winning
team.
Dallas going to get that right, man. They're a regular season team. So they are
a regular season team.
They got no running game, which is making it hard for Dak.
I agree. They got no running game. They got no number 2 wide receiver, but they just gonna have to force feed Dak.
Yeah, I mean, trade deadline ain't over, but these guys were talking today. Like, I can't believe 2 wide receivers moved and nobody ended up in Dallas. And some guys like, yeah, but they've just spent all this money on these 2 guys, and now you say you need another guy to help these 2 guys out. It makes sense. But
they need a running back.
It's the same reason why he said he couldn't afford Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Still don't understand that one, but okay.
I don't know if they're gonna win under. I don't know if they're gonna finish under 500, but they're not making the playoffs.
Ooh, okay. Bold prediction.
Yeah, I mean, they're 3-3 right now. You have Philly with 3-2 and Washington 4-2. You know, then the Giants, they're 2-4. They're right there.
That team is bad.
They are bad.
Their defense is bad. They can't run the ball.
They're bad, but I mean, when you look at that division, there's no clear-cut winner. I mean, Washington's playing good, but do you think that's going to be sustainable for the rest of the season?
I don't know.
So,
but Philly's better than Dallas too.
Yeah, Philly's right there too.
Philly's better than Dallas.
Yeah, but they can't get right. They always mess it up towards the end.
If you're Jerry Jones and they're coming at you saying, bro, we need a run game, do you say, I just spent $250 million on a quarterback and almost $200 million on a receiver. We don't need a running back. These guys should be out there doing what they're doing. Screw a run game.
Good thing about Jerry Jones is he knows the game. He knows the sport. I don't think he would be saying that.
Does he not?
Yeah. Okay. He's been around football way too long. Played it. Like, he understands.
That's why he didn't go get Dak. That's why he didn't get a second wide receiver. And none of
he
that.
got a second wide receiver.
If you know football, you can't give Dak $250 million.
They ain't had a second wide receiver
right now.
They ain't had a second wide receiver since Alvin Hopper.
You got to give it. No, man, you tripping.
Or Dallas Austin.
You tripping.
Who's their number 2? Do tell.
Brandon Cooks, dog.
Brandon Cooks, he's hurt though. But
he's hurt.
He's not a legit number 2
he
though
ain't
either.
Been good since the Texans days.
Nah, man, you tripping, dog.
Yeah,
you tripping.
Boy, been on
half
the
how
teams.
Come
You've been on half the teams in the NFC.
You tripping
Green
hard,
Bay's
B.
4-2. Green Bay's looking solid. That run game, bringing on Jacobs was a pretty good pickup. Jerry Jones should have paid attention. You paid the quarterback, and you paid a running back, making all those receivers look good out there. So if you got someone to take some pressure off of Dak.
If that little group of receivers can be consistent and keep growing, Green Bay might
Reed
have
is a stud, bro.
Green Bay might have the best crop of young receivers.
I could see that. As far as young team goes, those receivers, Jordan Love.
Guys.
You know, I'm not. What's his name? Jacobs is good, but they got a guy Wilson. He's your backup. He's a young guy too.
Wilson. They
probably a
got
young team.
they got Lloyd if he can just get healthy.
Whatever
But
happens to the dude.
They got two tight ends that are good. I like Kraft better.
They have a team. They have a team, bro. They have a team.
Do.
That division is solid. That team looks good. I like seeing the young guys come up. I like seeing a good team do well.
Yep.
The Rams 1-4, Arizona 2-4. These
I mean, the Rams
bro.
got injuries, but the Cardinals they just suck. But
yeah,
I think the Rams, if they was healthier, they'd probably be 3-2. Probably.
Yeah, they've got something.
They're not as bad as their record is showing, in my opinion. If they were,
they look bad.
They don't look as bad as the Cardinals. That's for sure.
Cardinals look rough, man.
Cardinals shouldn't have. Cardinals they don't got an excuse. You got the quote unquote best wide receiver in the draft to come out the draft. You got a top 10 tight end. You got 2 running backs. Kyler Murray's supposed to be somebody, and their offense is putrid.
Yeah, they're not good, bro.
Say. They are terrible.
Look at
beat
Vegas.
Buffalo.
No, you're incorrect. Buffalo won.
No, it didn't.
Beat Joe Lewis's ass.
Buffalo won, bro. Game 1. Buffalo was victorious. And it was only close because DJ Dallas's fat ass ran 96 yards kickoff return.
They beat the 49ers. My bad, not Buffalo.
See?
Okay.
Division games. We don't pay attention to division games.
They beat the Rams too.
Yeah, the Jags beat the Colts.
Yeah, they did. They've for the last 10 years. That don't mean nothing.
10 years, bro. 2014. Now we got to wait until next year and hopefully the streak breaks.
That's longer than most marriages nowadays.
Exactly. So that's
the good
that's
thing
a
is,
that's what you
call
a
go to the game next year. You can go back to Jacksonville since you not going didn't change the outcome. You're free to go back to the game.
Didn't change it one bit.
Hey, trust me, we want to come back to Jacksonville. Leave us here. See, I got the trains. What more can I ask here?
The train, killing me with the train.
Why are you swiping us? Why are you swiping? What are you doing? Get your finger away from me. Get your finger. What are you doing? We don't want to see it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You guys know this is on we're record for people to watch.
Yeah, and you just discontinued us right quick.
No, something was happening. I had to get rid of it.
Well, either way, we're at about an hour. We're gonna wrap up here in a minute.
Respect Joe Lewis.
Respect the bet, and I almost bust my ass. Bloopers.
The Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, from Minshew being benched to O'Connell out there losing.
How could you bench Minshew?
I don't know, bro.
Everyone last year told me how good Minshew was. I was the one saying he wasn't. But every week they were telling me how good Minshew was.
How did you get rid of Minshew? You should have kept him.
Why?
Y'all have been better right now, probably.
Nah, no. Joe Flacco's undefeated back there.
Y'all almost made the playoffs with him.
Joe Flacco is not undefeated.
Oh, I said almost undefeated. He's got the numbers. He's clearly keeping the Indianapolis Colts in the thick of it.
Oh yeah, with he's 1-1. AR is 2-2. They did the same exact thing.
I don't know, man. One's got a lot more touchdowns.
Passing.
No,
not total
touchdowns. Overall touchdowns. He's got. I'm looking at stats right now. Overall touchdowns.
No,
I'm telling you. I'll find it again. Overall, Joe Flacco, hero to all. Pretty much a god amongst men. Not all heroes wear capes, my friend. Keep that in mind.
No.
Where is
Listen, he's 1-1, dude.
He's a hero.
He's 1-1.
He's what you need.
AR's 2-2. They are the exact same thing right now. 500.
What's going on out here? Man, I gotta find. I like using Yahoo stats, but it's a little tough here.
500.
All right, Richardson, 1 rush touchdown, 3 pass touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Joe Flacco, no rushing anything. And 7 touchdowns, 1 interception. So Richardson has a total contribution to the team of 4 scores, not 7 years ago, 4 touchdowns to Flacco's 7.
Nah. Yeah.
I mean, listen,
most of it was in one game against the team. Caleb Williams just threw 4 against.
That's a valid point. Listen, but you said touchdowns are touchdowns. When they scored, how they score doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Go
but
team.
You need to do it in multiple games, not just have all of them in one game.
Hey man, you guys are winning. You're keeping it afloat. Who's
it was 3-3
game of the week. Yeah, man. Listen,
with a
one
0-point differential.
Houston going to Green Bay this week could be what you need if the Colts can beat Miami. Houston going to Green Bay could potentially change a few things in your division there.
Yeah.
4-3 to 5-2, one step closer. Is Detroit, Minnesota the game of the week? Is it Kansas City at San Francisco, Houston at Green Bay? What's the game of the week coming up? Do we think is going to be the one like, yo, I got to watch this game?
49ers and the Chiefs.
Yeah, that wouldn't be on my top 5 out of 5.
What? That's the best game of the week.
Baltimore and Tampa Bay is much more interesting to me. Detroit, Minnesota, much more interesting to me. Houston, Green Bay is very interesting to me. I say those are NKC, San Francisco. Those to me are the 4 best games of the week. Nothing else on here. I'm like, I got to check this out. Not even my team. Like, I hope Buffalo wins, but those to me are the 4 got to watch games. Houston at Green Bay, Detroit at Minnesota, Kansas City at San Francisco, Baltimore at Tampa Bay. Can move some things and make some changes in the divisions here. Jacksonville in New England at London. Take the under 42.5. Oh my God. But both these teams are bad. They may end up scoring a bunch of points because they don't know that they're bad.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
All right. Episode 70.
I'm going to go with Chiefs 49ers.
It could be. Listen, man, I think we got some good ones this weekend. There's 4 solid games that if you put on your TV, you're not going to be upset that you're watching.
Yeah. Wow.
Episode 75 at the RTG Podcast on all of the socials. At the RTG Podcast on all of the socials. Felix, wrap us up, buddy.
That's right. All of them. Instagram, TikTok, MySpace, Mi Gente, Black Planet. We everywhere. Like, subscribe, and share. If you see something, comment on it. We'll get back at you like we always do, man. You know what I'm saying? And we out. Everybody have a good football weekend.